months of coming off the bench. Does that mean anything more overall to the team?
It's massive. It's massive the way Chris has embraced everything, here in the first month since he's, been with us. As you know, tonight was the first game of his entire career. He didn't start. And, when I talked to him this morning about it, he just, nodded his head and said, let's go get him. It was like not even a big deal. So I think it's similar to Andre all those years ago, I guess 2014, when a vet, a great player, all-star, shows that kind of sacrifice. It just sets a tone for the whole team. And so the vibe is great on our team, and Chris is one of the main reasons for that.
Just general thoughts on how Draymond felt there, man?
Rusty in the first half, but typically at his best with the game on the line. He had a huge tip out, offensive rebound. I thought that was a really big play in the game. And, helped get Steph open on one of those threes, and then defended. And we made a bunch of stops in a row down the stretch, and Draymond was right in the middle of it all. So didn't surprise me because that's who he is. But it's going to take him a little time to shake the rust off.
I want to ask about Kevon real quick. He seems very controlled and composed as a roller with those dump-off passes, the lods.
Yeah.
Has he always had that skill set, or how has that skill set?
Which skill set?
Being able to be composed, as a short roller, make that dump-off.
Yeah. He hasn't always had that. He's had to work for that. But over the last few years, he's gotten really good in that short roll, catching and either finishing or moving it to the weak side. He never turns it over. He's always under control. His feet are always underneath him, and he's got good hands. So, Loon played guard and wing in high school, and so his skill is actually greater than people give him credit for, because he's not out there launching threes, but he knows how to play.
Does starting Draymond immediately coming off of an injury, rather than bringing him along slowly, having confidence, does that aid in him finding his rhythm quicker?
Well, yeah. I mean, you never really want to, especially when you miss training camp. You don't want to go out and play 35 minutes the first night, and so this was about right. 20, 21 minutes, and obviously. Was rusty early, but really came on in the second half. So this is kind of how we, envisioned it. We'll wrap him up a little bit, and go from there.
Will that 20 to 21 minute range kind of be his target?
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to talk to Rick tonight, and we'll see where he stands.
Do you think if all six of your main guys are available, this will kind of be the plan moving forward? That starting lineup with Chris and the bench role?
It's so early in the season that we'll see how it plays out. Things could change, but I love the look of tonight in terms of this starting group was the best five-man unit in the league last year. So we have a big piece of data to tell us, and our own eyes to tell us that group knows how to play together. And so look at the box score, the bench. Every guy was a plus. Chris is a plus 22. He's so good making everybody else better. So whether he's with the starters or with the bench, he's going to impact the game. So we'll start that way tomorrow too. And then, but we've got to get a feel. I mean, in 5 games, if things aren't going well, we could make a change, or even before that.
Was it good to see Clay kind of get off a little bit in that first half?
Yeah, Clay looked relaxed. I thought his shot attempts were much cleaner tonight. He was forcing some shots in the first couple games, and tonight he just let the game come to him, and he looked really fluid out there.
It's been only 3 games. What stands out to you about how Chris Paul is gelling or working with that second unit?
Smart players with skill can gel with any team, any unit. So not surprising at all. Chris is a brilliant Hall of Fame basketball player. So we're lucky to have him, and he makes everybody better no matter what lineup he's in. Thanks.
Cool, great. Well, if you